All right, everybody. So the spoiler section of Alphacore, I don't want it to just come across like a list of complaints, but it's kind of a list of complaints. We're now 3 books and 2 series into the Rippaverse, and it's still really tight-lipped about its rules. I don't know what an Accept is. I don't know how they get their powers. I don't know if there are different ways to get powers. I don't know how long they've existed. I feel like I should. Classic example, Fantastic Four and their origin story. You know, cosmic rays, boom. Spider-Man, his origin story. Radioactive spider, boom. Hulk, gamma rays, boom. Like, this is all stuff that's explained, like, right off the bat, boom, boom, boom. So I'm not saying, like, you don't have to do that with every character, but it is weird that I don't know some of this yet. Like, I don't think it's in the book, but Saleri he was in the military. I don't know what branch, or at least I don't think I do, but he was in the military. Okay, did he use his powers in the military? Because that would be pretty freaking amazing, right? You have a dude with a rifle flying around just shooting people from above. Did he get his powers after the military? Did he get them from the military? Like, was it a super soldier thing? Like, what is any of that? I don't know any of that yet, and I feel like I should. I feel like it's a problem that I don't. I also feel like it is weird that Braxwell and Saleri seem to have the exact same power set. So Saleri can fly, he has super strength, and he seems to be nigh invulnerable. He makes a comment where he's being shot early in the comic, and he says, they won't wound me or they won't kill me, but they don't feel good. Like, they still physically hurt, even though they won't actually injure him. I mean, so he's got some sort of invulnerability. Whatever the upper limits of it are, I'm not sure. Now, Braxwell, on the other hand, we see he can fly, and he seems to have super strength, because there's a part where he stomps on like a water pipe and causes the water to gush out, right? I mean, I don't think I could do that. I'm a pretty strong guy, pretty big guy for you. Bane reference. It's 2012 again. I'm bringing it back. I don't think I could just step on a water pipe and break. Maybe water pipes aren't as strong as I think they are, but that seems like he's super strong. So he's got 2 out of 3 powers that Saleri has. If he's invulnerable, and he didn't take any damage at any point in the story, so maybe he can tank damage, maybe he can't. I actually don't know. But if he is, then we have 2 people with the exact same power sets. We already have 2 people with mostly the same power set, and Braxwell just might be like not as good as Saleri. That's really boring. That's really boring to me. Like, if you look at the big 3 from DC Comics, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are all, truly unique. Superman and Wonder Woman are, they're kind of similar, but they have completely different ways of fighting. You have Wonder Woman, who will use weapons, who has the lasso. Then you have Superman, who is Superman. Take any combination of 3 of the Avengers, they're completely different. Iron Man does not fight like Cap, does not fight like Hulk, does not fight like Hawkeye, does not fight like anybody else, right? They're completely unique. So it's weird that we only have 3 members, and 2 of the members have the exact same power set. Really strange. Another problem, Ingrid. I have no idea what her powers are. Does she have powers? Presumably she does. Is her whip thing, her whips on her arms, are they her powers? I don't know if it's part of her suit. I don't know if it grows out of her. I have no idea. I don't know what the villain's powers are. Michael can make his eyes glow green. Lillian can do purple stuff with her fingers. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what they want to accomplish either. You read a Fantastic Four comic, and if it's got Dr. Doom in it, at some point Dr. Doom's probably going to say that he wants to destroy the Fantastic Four, or at least Reed Richards, right? I feel like I should know what Lillian wants to accomplish. Michael wants to get rid of some evidence of something. Lillian wants to get rid of the police for some reason. They say something about tipping the balance of power towards them. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I assume they're criminals, but I don't know what they're, are they like trafficking, or like are they selling weapons? I have no idea. We never once see Alphacore team up as a team, which shocks me. It's like if I read Justice League and I never see the Justice League fighting together as the Justice League, that would be strange to me. If I read the Avengers and I don't see the Avengers on the page together, being Avengers together, that seems strange to me. I never see Alphacore actually fighting together as Alphacore in Alphacore. I saw more Alphacore action in ISOM 1, and even then I didn't even see Alphacore action, but they were at least on the page together. It's just weird. Like, why don't they fight together? I wanted to see them fight together. I would like to see how they're a team. What do they do that's unique that they can't accomplish individually? Think of that move that Iron Man and Cap do together, where Cap uses the shield. He holds up the shield and repulsor to the shield, and it creates that that really cool effect that it goes in all the directions and hits everybody with a repulsor, right? You can't do that unless they team up together. Think about the fastball special with Wolverine and Colossus. Can't do that without Wolverine and Colossus, or at least an appropriately big guy to throw Wolverine, right? But like, those are really cool team ups that you think of when you think of the comics. Do they have a cool team up? I don't know. Like, I never see them fight together in the first issue, and that would be different. If it was the first issue and it was 20 pages, 24 pages, 26 pages. This is 96 pages. They're on the cover, but they're never together in the book. Why? It's so perplexing to me. So that's very strange. Villains are strange. My two remaining issues, I have an enormous problem with Bryan Solari. He is so stupid. They get plot. They find a USB drive from the two bad guys, presumably bad guys, and it's a Trojan horse. It's a USB drive that has a virus on it. So they have a big floating ship where they hang out. Think the helicarrier from Shield. Saleri gets this USB drive. Now, I don't expect Saleri to know that it's a Trojan horse, but I am astonished that he is so monumentally stupid that he would take an unknown USB drive from someone that he suspects could be potentially criminal, and he just jams it into a computer console on his flying base, which causes the Trojan to activate, which gives a crash course to the flying base to send it flying into police headquarters to kill everyone. Saleri should be kicked off the team. He should probably be prosecuted, to be honest with you. I know at least one person died, if not more. Thousands and thousands of dollars of damage caused by the crash. And it was all because of this freaking idiot, this moron, Bryan Solari. He shouldn't be anywhere near a computer for the rest of his life. If he was like, maybe they want him to be like a jarhead, like that. Like, he's just like, oh, I'm just a guy who kills people. I just go, I'm a military. I'm a war dog or whatever. Maybe he's like that. He's like, you give him a gun, you tell him what he needs to shoot. Fine. Okay. But I still cannot believe I've known people with that mentality, and they don't just take just jab the USB drive in there with that's just so stupid. Like, he would have left it with CSI, or at least the Criminal Science Division or something. They would have investigated. Like, I can't believe that he's so stupid. And I'm supposed to root for this guy? Kick him off the team, or at least give him like I don't know, computer science 101 class from a community college? My God, dude. So the last spoiler talking point I have is actually, it's kind of like a compliment and a criticism both. So the best character, and I mean this unironically, the best character in Alphacore #1, the best character in this book, none of these people. The best character in the book is Wilkins.
Who?
That guy right there, that is one nerdy sumbitch. Look at him right there. He is a dork. But that's the thing. He's supposed to be a dork. Wilkins is just like a normal cop. He doesn't have any special powers. And he looks up to the Alphacore. He thinks that they're so cool. He's given Ingrid a ride because she can't fly. So he's given her a ride, and they're going to all these known associates for a criminal they're trying to track down. They find out there's a lock. They need to get into a locked door, and then Wilkins is like, ooh, I unlocked it with my finger. And she finds out that he is an accept as well. And his ability is that he can manipulate metal. But he can't really manipulate a lot of metal. He probably couldn't even move my mic stand, but he can move a little bit. He says it's mostly like a party trick, and on whatever scale they use for measuring superpowered people, he's only like a 2, not really high. He thinks that Ingrid's really cool and Alphacore's really cool. He thinks that she needs her own special car and a code name and stuff and all this stuff. She gets really mad about it because one of the things you learn about her is that she just wanted to be like a normal cop. Wilkins, we immediately learn his views on superheroes. We learn about his views on himself. We learn about how he still wants to be a force for good. He's still a cop. He's doing what he can, Wilkins can manipulate metal. He wants to be a superhero. He's not good enough to be a superhero. And then the gigantic idiot, Bryan Solari, plops a Trojan horse virus onto his computer, which causes his base to cruising right into the police headquarters. That's him right there, and he starts throwing all the metal. That's him stopping the base before it can hit police headquarters and kill untold hundreds of people. He finds out, you find out, a reader, you and he both find out from Ingrid that if you have whatever organ or whatever powers, he gives you powers, whatever gives the Except powers, you can work it out, you can make it stronger by practicing it. He's like, huh, you know, it's kind of in the back of his head. And then that's why he's like, I can stop this. They had to wheelbarrow that man's balls out there to get him out onto the street, but he steps out and he stops the station and he saves everybody, this little nobody guy, and he dies in the process because, like, all the strain, because he hasn't worked out the Except organ or whatever, all the strain kills him. So Wilkins, you connect with Wilkins, you learn about Wilkins, all this stuff. You learn more about Wilkins than you learn about Saleri. You learn more about Wilkins than you learn about Braxwell. And I'd say you probably learn about as much about Wilkins as you do about Ingrid, and just enough to connect you to the character for him to make, you know, an actual sacrifice. I didn't really feel anything for any Alphacore. I did feel a little something for Wilkins, because I was like, yeah, man, way to go. And that's a shame he died, because that's the character I connected with the most. Now, that's praise, because, like, I thought Wilkins was great. But it's a criticism because I should have felt something like this with the other characters. Or, if you were going to give this moment to Wilkins, he should have stuck around. I don't want to be one of those guys that says, this is how you should do it, or this is how I would do it, because it's not my book. And frankly, Chuck Dixon doesn't need my advice. But if you had someone like Wilkins who steps up and he has this big heroic moment and he proves, aha, I can be a part of Alphacore. He could then be your everyman character. He could be the guy who's walking into that world representing us as the reader. And so we learn about Alphacore and learn about the procedures and learn about Excepts through him. Maybe he doesn't know as much as he should or something like that, but it would give us a glimpse into the world of Alphacore and Excepts and ISOM and Rippaverse and all this stuff. It would give us a view into that as the everyman, as Wilk. Now we don't have that opportunity, and I think that's a shame. I'm disappointed by the stuff that I've talked about in the spoiler section, because I feel like it's not a criticism if Saleri is stupid. Like if you think about, you know, historically dumb characters, there are dumb characters and they can do dumb things. And if it's consistent for the character, it's not bad that they do something dumb. If Saleri is supposed to be really stupid, then it's not bad writing that he did that. But it is a conflict with me as the reader if I'm supposed to cheer for him or like feel like anything other than honestly borderline contempt. It's baffling to me that he is as dumb as he is. And so if I'm supposed to cheer for him and I think he's stupid, I don't think that's good. I think that I should, if he's dumb or he's simplistic or something, yes. But, it seems like if he's this stupid, why is this guy a cop? You know, we have police issues where people will accidentally pull a gun instead of a taser. Like, this USB thing is like that magnified times 100. It's like a bullet the size of a building that's heading towards an entire other building. And it's because of this one idiot. Am I supposed to think that he's an idiot? If I'm supposed to, then that's good writing. If I'm not supposed to feel that, then that's really tonally inconsistent. I don't understand what I'm supposed to feel about Saleri. I have no opinion about Braxwell. Wilkins was the best. And I think in 96 pages, it's really a shame that I didn't learn more about these characters, and I feel like I should have. I stand by my 3 out of 5, certainly, but these are just baffling problems that don't make a lot of sense to me. I'd really like to see them addressed in a second issue, but I don't know if I'm going to check out the second issue because I really feel like these are things I should have learned in this first one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Please leave me a comment what you think of Saleri and the rest of Alphacore. Like, share, and please subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate each and every one of you and everyone who has watched, and I will see you all later.